Hello. Sorry for the late upload. I wasn't able to record this until pretty late, so that's why the upload is pretty late. And also, I'm gonna plug my Twitter, cause yeah, I should follow my Twitter. It's in the description. Whatever. I'm not gonna. All right. So today we're gonna talk about the most popular games in 2012, and we're gonna see how they hold up in 2018. Now, they listed every single most visited game in 2012, and I want to basically visit them. And for some of them, I want to see if they still function. For some of them, I want to see how they've evolved and all of that. So, first of all, a few of these have changed a lot. Like number 11, the name changed a lot. This was like one of those games. So, same with number 3. They kept constantly changing the name to get more players. And basically, they would do it like trends. It's basically like the Roblox YouTube community, I'm going to be honest. You just keep changing up to follow trends, whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna just try to scroll down slightly. Can I please scroll down? Alright, there you go. So, first off, we're gonna be playing Drive Blocks Unlimited. Now this game hasn't been updated since 2015, and I'm really sad to say that, here, I'll just give you a look. It's really sad to say that, I'm just gonna break it to you guys, this game does not function anymore. If I could even find a server. There we go. First of all, the close button does not work. No scripting in this game functions properly, except for when you go to a car and you would sit down and you would try to purchase it. You're able to purchase it. That's the only thing you can do. But the car is supposed to spawn up here and then drop down after a few seconds, meaning that if someone's down here and they spawned up a car, they could drive off, then you could do the same. And it just doesn't function. It does not drop you. It does not, like, none of these really function aside from cell vehicle, obviously. But the scripting in this game really doesn't work anymore, and that really sucks. So, Drive Blocks does not work. Next game that we're going to be checking out is number 14 on the list, Apocalypse Rising. Now, this game has risen up more in the recent years rather than some of the other games on this list. Now, I don't really play Apocalypse Rising much. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is not my style of game, and I mean, I don't know. It used to be big back then, but it's really kind of died off. Now, I don't really understand how to play it either, but obviously the game still functions. Like you can see, I'm loading into the map. It's still functioning. I'm gonna press A to skip. Can I skip the intro? But basically, you can see the game kind of functions. Like, you can see the scripting here all works. It tells you when someone's dead. You could literally just spawn in. Like, I just clicked on a random one. I don't even know if that's good or not. All I know is that it's trying to find me a spawn location, load my chunks. Come on. Just show me that you're a functioning game so you can move on to number 13. See, so you can shoot guns, and I'm not going to look for anyone, but I'm sure if I were to just go shoot at somebody, they would die. And this game has clearly held up, and its popularity has as well. I mean, you could see all of these players have, like, look, there's a lot of people playing this game still, which is really good in my opinion for a decently old game like that to still be, you know, played. And I mean, it's a pretty good survival game, if we're calling it properly anyway. And there's a dude there, I don't know. Number 13 on the list, however, Monkery was hacked. Now, this was also known as Super Fun Obby. If you guys don't know Monkery, this was a player who made this obby, and then he got compromised. Like, his account was compromised, and then his account got deleted, and this game somehow stayed, which is surprising. There was a lot of conspiracies and stuff surrounding the whole compromising thing, because for some reason, what's the word? This man, his game got renamed to Monkery was hacked after he got compromised, which is why some people were a little bit skeptical about whether or not he was actually compromised. Because, basically, because, I mean, how do you change the name of your game once you're deleted? It's pretty much impossible. But yeah, as you can see, the game still functions pretty well. I mean, the scripting is a little bit slow. Like you see, I step on it, it takes a few seconds. But other than that, I mean, for a game that was made years ago and is not even supposed to function properly anymore, according to the tag, it's really interesting that it can still function, even if it does take a while for the scripting to load or whatever. And I think that It's good, and I think everybody should play some of these old obbies. Yeah, you see the scripting right there. It took a while for it to register that I died. Which is, I guess how you could tell it's old, because, I mean, in the old games it was like this too, where you would step on something, it would take maybe a second for it to register that you died. So I'm not sure if it's just dated scripting, or if it's just the game itself, honestly. Or if it has something to do with filtering enabled, which, honestly, I regret not making a video on, because filtering enabled was pretty dumb. But anyway, so you can see, I'm just playing a little bit of the obby. You get the whole ordeal. It's just a normal obby. And it hasn't been updated since 2013, guys. This is a piece of Roblox history that still functions, which is awesome. Next game, however, Disaster Hotel. The original Disaster Hotel. Apparently it's still playable, but don't be surprised if something is buggy. This one doesn't have the tag, meaning that the scripting should be fine. So, let's see. Okay, I was in full screen before. Let's see here. What is this? What is this? I have no clue what this is. Can I get off? Get me off. Let me see. Does this click to reset thing still work? Yes. So I guess the scripting still works, which is good. Server age 20 seconds. I think it's telling you how long it's been open since you opened the game. But it still functions. I mean, you can see people are still playing it to this day, which shows you that it really, it's good. It works. Next game, 1000 Ways to Pie by Supercolon. Supercolon was this dude. He did the bait and switch thing. Let me see which one this was again. This was after Disaster Hotel. So this was Monsters vs. Robloxians number 11. So let's go back. So it's under review because the bait and switch thing was not allowed on Roblox, so they took it down. And this was in 2014, obviously. So you can't play this game, which sucks. Because, I mean, it's still part of history. It was made in 2009. Now, Sword Fighting Tournament. This one is number 10 on the list. And probably one of the more memorable ones, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people will remember this game, even though there are a lot of people who exploited their credits and stuff so they could get stuff for free. The scripting still works, so that's always a plus side. I just sat here for like 5 to 10 seconds about to sneeze, but I couldn't sneeze. But as you can see, watch, you're gonna see this person's gonna kill them. I think, I don't know what's up with that Illumina. I don't know if that's a problem with the game scripting or if this dude is exploiting. But, I mean, the scripting still holds up pretty well, even though there are exploiters here. So if you just want to play with some friends and just relive the history, you could definitely do that, which I think is really awesome. Next game on the list, however, number 9, Built to Survive the Zombies. This was made in 2011, last updated in 2013. The game may not function as intended. I just like that tag, and I might make a video talking about my regrets on why, or on about the filtering enabled thing, because I don't think I've ever really talked about the filtering enabled stuff. Yeah, so this was the game where you got the stamper, and this was made back when the stamper tool was brand new and stuff. And basically you would be able to, if this would ever load, yeah, you see this is where the scripting is dated. The stamper tool does not work, I don't believe. So you can see that doesn't work. The open shop button doesn't work. You can't really delete anything because you can't even build anything. And the server timer does not exist, and the next zombies wave I'm sure probably doesn't work either. So sadly to say, this game did not survive the filtering enabled, and this piece of Roblox history is gone. Next up though, the Complex V7, updated 7/26/2018. Now if you were anyone who's played in 2011 to 2013, you might remember the gem, the beautiful, amazing game known as the Complex V7. And this wasn't always the V7, by the way. It was probably like V4. Yeah, it was V4 back in 2012. But you guys remember the Complex. This was the game where everyone online dated. This was like the Meep City before Meep City. And it functions because it doesn't have the tag. So you already know that at least some parts of the game will function perfectly fine. Now, you can see, some people still play this game. And I don't know if they're doing it to be ironic. Whoa, Discord. Why are you advertising a Discord here? And the time thing still works. I'm sure if we have a flashlight, it still works. I don't know what this is, but it probably still works. Get VIP. Did nothing. Teleports. Let's go to the skate park. Let's see. It took me to the skate park. Ooh, this might be cool. Hold on, guys. I'm reliving a piece of my childhood here. Oh, God. Alright, so now you see why why I pick on Roblox so much. It's like every game, no matter what, was horrible. I mean, look at this decal. So bad. And, oh my god. I don't know how I used to, not just me, but I don't know how people used to enjoy this game so well. And also, shift key doesn't even work for some reason. Let's see. The hideout. This was somewhere I remember a lot. There was a camping site, right? Yeah, camping site. I remember this camping site at nighttime. People would come out here. We would be able to just sit down, relax, play truth or dare, even though we were like 12. The good old days. Jobs. You could just pick a job and it didn't matter. Like you see, now I'm on the army, and now I'm an artist, and now I'm a bank teller. You get the whole ordeal. And next character, name changer, SSSSSSSSS, and then it puts you up there. You could change your accessories. You could just put the ID. Like, this game still functions, which is interesting. And this game has a lot of memories to me. So, yeah, I'm kind of, even though I really hate this game now, looking back, because it was cringe, I still have to respect the history and respect that this is the old Meep City, essentially. Anyway, next game. Build a hideout and fight. 1 KO equals 7 PP. Riot shield. Now, this might need some explaining. Play points. PP. This came out in 2014. It was a very big thing to Roblox. They had a leaderboard, and people were selling player points. People were doing anything they could to make their money off player points, even as much as advertise it in their game. Now, Vauxhall was this person. I was going to call him a YouTuber or content creator or whatever. But he was this dude who made this game, and essentially he had to build a hideout and fight. Obviously, it's intended. It's literally in the name. And basically, he capitalized off of the player points thing. I'm sure he probably did something, but he's deleted now. And rip Vauxhall, guys. But next up, we gotta check this game out first. I don't know why I said next up, but let's see. Does this game still function? Stamper tool. No. Stamper tool games usually don't function. Let's see. New Riot Shield is out. Only 100 Robux for unlimited use. Trust me, you won't regret. Buy it now by clicking here. Buy. Click here if you would like to skip. Buy. This item is not currently for sale. Click here if you would like to skip. That works. Reset. Does not work. Jump. Does not work. Surrender. Does not work. Shop store does not work. Well, it's supposed to be shop or store. Don't use both. Fix camera. That fixes the camera somehow. It still works, which is cool. Save stats. Load stats. I don't know. Buy chat voice. Buy 5 tokens. I don't know why I'm still able to buy 5 tokens. Look, it's basically just buy. This is obviously a cash grab. Anyway, next game up. Welcome to the town of Robloxia. This is an iconic game on Roblox. A lot of people have to remember it. Welcome to the town of Robloxia by OneDev2. If you guys don't remember the OneDev2 incident, in 2012, OneDev2 was deleted due to tampering with the economy or something like that during the April 2012 hacks. And it's sad because this was one of the most popular games at the time, and it really served as an icon to the kind of culture Roblox was back then. Now, I'm sure, hold on, welcome to the town of Robloxia. And also ignore the fact that it was updated in 2014. That has been debated as to what happened. I'm pretty sure it went uncopy locked after that. Let's see. This person has welcome to the town of Robloxia, but it's under review, so you can't even play it really, no matter what you do, which really sucks. I really wanted to play this on video for you guys because I have so many fond memories. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and hope that this is just literally a copy and paste. And I'm sure the scripting won't work. Yeah, it may not function as intended. Ignore that. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so the scripting still works. No, it does not. Okay, so this game is broken, but past the play thing, you can see the map here on the top if you're trying to look. Iconic game in my opinion. I think someone should take the uncopy locked version and make something great out of it. But next up on the list, Call of Robloxia 5, Roblox at War. It's under review, but it actually isn't. It was taken down by Lido Zinema, whatever his name is. He took it down, and I'm pretty sure he did it in favor of Phantom Forces, because around the time when this went down, Phantom Forces was coming out in its beta form or alpha or whatever. I remember playing it back in its beta, and I remember that they were pushing it to be better than this, and they were constantly working on it, and as a result, this game became broken and outdated, and therefore he decided to take it down. Now, he plans to remake it in the future, apparently, and it will reuse the Phantom Forces framework while ensuring that it makes it how it used to be. I mean, this promise was made in 2016, so I'm not sure if he's going to follow up on it or not, or if it's just going to be out of nowhere, he's going to drop it for a surprise. Maybe for its 9-year anniversary he'll drop it, who knows. But honestly, I'm really just hoping that this game can come back one day. It was a really, I hate to say icon a lot, but this was really the icon of all the Roblox FPS games. Like, this was the biggest one. This is what everybody kind of thought of when they heard Roblox FPS back then, and for good reason. It was a really good game in my opinion, and I really enjoyed it. It really sucks that it was taken down, and I hope that it wasn't taken down. Well, yeah, it was taken down, but it really sucks, and I hope it comes back. Like, I remember this map in particular. I remember running through this little pipe, running through here. There was a guy up here. I shot him, and then I ran all the way into that house. That's how good this game was. I remember something I did in like 2012. It was a really good game in my opinion, and it really captured the aesthetics of the old Call of Duties, which, you know, it was modeled after. I mean, it was created in 2009. But sadly, I have to move on from this, even though it's one of my favorite games from back then. Next up, Paintball. I tried to record this video earlier, and it did not function. This game does not work, sadly. You could get as many people as you want in a lobby, but it's not going to run. And that's due to the filtering enabled update, which, again, I'm going to make a video on eventually, talking about why I think it ruined Roblox. Even though it's an old topic, people have talked about it before, I don't think it's been talked about enough. So I want to make another video about this. This dude's been following me all the time. So shout out to FC for following me through all of these games. But you can see it would start with 2 people, but it's not going to start, sadly. Because, like I said, this game sadly does not function anymore due to the filtering enabled updates, which really sucks in my opinion, because this was also one of the greatest Roblox FPS games back then, and it makes me really sad. But I'm gonna have to move on, sadly. And a lot of these games that don't function, it really hurts, because they're part of my memories of Roblox. Escape McDonald's by PiePerson50. This is, what was it? Number 3 on the list. You can see right here. Roller coaster into black hole lobby, now known as jump into the ball pit and survive, which is now known as Escape McDonald's. Now, PiePerson50 was another person who used a bait and switch tactic, where he would constantly be using the same game to pump out obbies, and I mean, it stood the test of time. I mean, there's 225 people playing this game now, and it was last updated a year ago, and it was created in 2010. I think that should go to prove to you guys that this was a monumental game, especially for its time. Now, I mean, the aesthetics of it definitely remind me of a game from back then. Like, there is no denying that when you play this game, the aesthetics definitely remind you of a game made back in those days, like 2000, like the early 2010s. But you can see, even in this game, the scripting is relatively slow. Like, I stepped on it, it took a second. And that happens for some of them. Like, watch, you see, for the ice ones, I don't know how people can still die. I mean, you have shift lock now. Back then, you didn't have shift lock. You had to go like this. Then you had to go very slowly. And then you had to go like this and hope that you didn't fall off. Like, shift lock really made Roblox a lot more convenient, in my opinion. And that's one of the greatest updates, in my opinion. But you see, it takes a good, maybe, fraction of a second for it to register. And I feel like the scripts in all of these old obbies that haven't been updated are the exact same. Now I have to go like this, go like that. Oh, you see, you barely touch it and you die. Or maybe I touched the yellow strip right there. I don't even know if that kills you. I want to find out now. Before I go, I want to find that out. Will that yellow strip kill you guys? Let's see. No. Okay, so it wasn't the yellow strip. Cool. So you could just, okay. Anyway, yeah. But like I said, this game definitely stood the test of time in terms of popularity. I mean, Pipers and 50 hasn't updated this in forever, and it still has a lot of players. And I mean, even new players, like you see, this person, okay, well, I stepped on the wrong one. But you see, this person is dressed like they made this account yesterday. And what's interesting is that they still are playing such an old game. Okay, so that killed me. Whatever. You get the point. Okay, it took me out of full screen. Dang it. Now, Catalog Heaven. A game made in 2010. It doesn't need updates to stay alive because in and of itself, it made itself popular and it will never go outdated. Because essentially what it is you could try out all these hats and stuff. And I mean, a lot of you guys probably played Catalog Heaven, but this was such a monumental game back then, especially. I don't know what's going on over there. I mean, they're having a rave. But this was such a monumental game because you were able to go and get hats and gear that you could never afford. And you were able to play with them. It's like here. This server might be broken in terms of the catalog search thing. This guy has 112 kills. Jesus. Okay, there we go. So, watch. There's no results. So, I might have to close it again. Reload. Now I can search upload. Nope. So, I'm thinking this is just a very slow server or something. But, yeah, my point. This was a monumental game because you're able to just do stuff that you really couldn't afford otherwise, which I think was really awesome. And thank you, Serenok, for creating such a good game. Okay, now I know why this dude has so many kills. He's probably exploiting. My favorite gear in the game, by the way, exponential rocket launcher. I can't open it and use it, but essentially it's a rocket launcher that spawns up multiple rockets as you go on. So it'd be like 1 and then 3. You get the point. Anyway, the most popular game of 2012. Base Wars. If you guys don't know what Base Wars is, you've been living under a rock. This game, 55 million views or plays, but it's been updated very recently, and it's clear that Dark887 does not want to give this game up. I don't know why it says 2 people can play, or 142 people playing right now. I feel like it just leads you to a universe once you're in the lobby. Yeah, you could pick a map or... Alright, yeah, I get what he means. But and then you get to pick your server too, which I think is really cool. And I think this is actually one of the most updated old games that we've seen on this list. I'm glad Dark887, D4, RK887, whatever you want to, or 886, sorry. But I'm really happy that this dude did not give up on this game because it's really come a long way. Like, if I were to play the 2012 version right now, the GUI would clearly be dated. The gameplay would clearly be dated. Like, everything, you would easily tell that it's just really old. But you can see he's even updated it so far that you can see whose names are in these servers. You can see if, like, your friends are in these servers, so you could just see, oh my friend Rechex is in here. Hold on, I want to join him. Right? So you would click join. And once this is done, and it stops giving me all these credits. Alright, yeah, so you see, the GUI is still a little bit dated. You could clearly tell. Here, I'm going to take out the sniper. I'm going to go underground. But you can see this dude has really come a long way with the development of this game over all these years. And, like, you can see, even with the scopes, you can see that there's clearly a difference. And you can see, this is the exact same thing as the old map, except this time he put decals and he put a lot of time and work into updating it, so to say. But you see, like, this is the same map as it was back in 2012, except now it has all these decals and these redesigns to make it look a little bit more updated. And I think he did a really good job at restoring the game, because I feel like this was a restoration project in terms of this map, because I feel like he restored this map, because this was just the old map and the styling was very, very dated. And I mean, look, I'm going all the way across to their base right now using this thing, and I mean, this game gives back so many fond memories. I can't even tell you guys. It limits you to how many times you could jump in a second or whatever. In a few seconds you can only jump once, which I guess is fair, but I gotta find someone. I want to show you guys how fun this game is. I'm reloading a gun that doesn't even need to be reloaded. I think maybe that's one of the only things that's wrong with this game. I mean, it was never meant to be a realistic simulating shooter game or anything, but I mean, you see, like, you could just, oh, look at that, I got a hit marker. Oh, I got another hit marker. Oh, I got another hit marker. You get the point. It's just one of those games where it's just so simple and yet so fun. And I mean, look at this. I'm fighting a plane. Where would you ever see someone on the floor fighting a plane randomly? And like, look, it's so, oh wow, this is the dude I was talking about. Look, he killed me with the thing. Like, you can see, it's clearly been updated, and I think it's really good. And I thank the development team behind this game for making sure that this game is still updated. Like, even right now, you could just switch servers if this server dies off and you want to play on a different one. You don't even have to go tab out, do all of that. You could just go down there, click join game server, whatever. Look at this. This dude has 217,000 kills. I only had about 10,000 before I got deleted, or maybe 15,000. And I used to grind this game as a child all the time. I've had some of my fondest memories on this game, and I really want to go back and talk more about, like, my best memories and all of that. But I feel like that's too much of a personal story where some people won't relate, obviously, because some people who watch me haven't been around for that long. And I don't want to alienate anyone, so I might not make that video. But if you guys want to see a video where I talk about my memories on Roblox and all that, and maybe this would help explain my stance on a couple things, like why I want things to stay the way they used to be for the most part. Oh, that's a teammate. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought I was still the yellow team from earlier. Let's see, my teammate, like, you can see, this game was clearly not meant to be realistic. It was meant to be fun. And I think that's what made things much different over the years. Like, it's slowly become a point where games have to be more realistic and better and more graphically intensive and nicer looking or whatever. But you see, such a simplistic thing like that, such a simplistic game like this has, like, if you guys have played back then, there's no doubt you remember this game. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's toxic. I mean, who else would be? Okay, whatever. You get the point. Okay, I don't. Okay, I killed him with a Glockin. Oh no, he has a riot shield. Hold on. I wanna get a cool kill. Boom. Okay, it didn't work. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.